Hello, Christina.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I had a visit to Christina's Ratchet Salon
You sure
about 15 minutes ago. That was a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Second visit in a week's time.
That's either really good or really bad for a salon. It's unclear.
Being that it's my new salon, I'm going to go with it's good.
Okay, great.
We literally just went through and touched up my undercut.
Yeah.
And cut it shorter.
By the way, she has an undercut now.
Woo! It's looking great. I'm a big fan.
We should really... because we didn't talk about this last time at all because it didn't happen, did we?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure we talked about it.
Oh, now I'm concerned. Oh, yep, you're on it. There you go.
Sorry.
Now
technical difficulties.
I don't remember us talking about it.
I think we did talk about it, Christina. Right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And my
you're
phlebotomist.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so
okay,
you know.
Sorry. Yeah. So she has
yet another haircut.
Yeah.
But it's okay, I needed it.
Yeah, she just wanted the undercut shorter. That's all.
Yeah, so we're looking good.
So, yeah.
How do you feel about being a part-time hairstylist now?
Like,
very minimal hours.
Don't know how I feel about that. I'm also not getting paid, so like...
You won't let me pay you!
Yeah, you're right. Where's my 401k?
I'll make you a 401k, don't you worry.
Is it just going to be a piece of paper with a word, with just 4, O, and 1, and then a K on there?
Maybe.
Oh, great.
TBD.
Love that.
It's tax season, I'll let you know. You'll get something in the mail.
Perfect.
This is the wrong script. Okay. I was like, I feel like we talked about that already.
Sure did.
We're doing great on this side of the fucking...
okay, so
world.
you went to my Ratchet Salon.
I sure did.
And that was a time, for
great.
sure.
Speaking of things that are a great time.
Oh, yeah. I can eat wheat now. I am perfectly fine.
More wheat.
The doctor said that I do not have celiac, and he thinks that it's my gut. It's doing things it shouldn't.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
I'm white. That's what we do.
But I'm so glad that bagels and things won't kill you now.
Yeah. Speaking of bagels.
We're going back to that road now?
Listen.
We're really firing off these real quick.
Yeah. It's okay. You had an experience.
Yeah. Was it Lulu Bagel? What is it actually called? I call it London Bagel because that's what I thought the sign said the very first time, and now that's what it will be forever.
It's Lulu Bagel.
Lulu Bagel. Okay. So actually, we were going to go out to our favorite vegan cafe place, and then she's on vacation.
Yeah.
So it's a one-woman operation, and she needs her own she needs vacations too. So we went to the Lulu Bagel place across the street, and I bought a bagel, a cup of large cream cheese, which I thought was going to be good, and then you talked me into buying another sample of cream cheese, and I didn't want to be like the Ajumas who touch things and then put them back. So I bought a large cream cheese and a small cream cheese. In different flavors. And then I bought a cheesecake. And we each got a beer.
Yep.
And you had a beer for lunch.
I did.
And 2 donuts.
I did eventually, yes. Not there.
Not there, but the bagel was so good. It was a blueberry bagel, and I got blueberry cream cheese, and then I got honey lemon cream cheese, and that one was so much better.
Really?
Like, the blueberry was good, but the honey lemon was so good.
Yeah. I would never steer you wrong.
You wouldn't. And do you want to know what the weirdest part about the whole meal was?
The fact that you kept saying, I'm so full of wheat.
Well, that was not that, but yes,
okay.
that.
The weirdest part?
Yeah.
Are you referring to how the beverage was presented to us?
I have never once, in my very short history of ordering alcohol, had a beer given to me with a glass full of ice.
Yeah, it felt real wrong. But doesn't mean I didn't try.
It was good.
Yeah, actually, it was kind of pleasant. The only off-putting thing was just at the end because I didn't drink it fast enough, and it got a little watery.
Well, that's your fault.
It kind of is. But otherwise, it was really good, actually.
It was so good.
Yeah, because, like, when you go to a bar and you say, I'll have one beer, they'll just hand you a bottle or a can, or, well, no, they don't do a can, but they'll hand you a bottle, or they'll give you a mug of beer, and sometimes it's frosted.
Yeah.
But the frosted part doesn't stick around nearly as long as you want it to. So I feel like this is pretty good.
And, like, having an ice cold beer is, like, what you want. Like, you never want a warm beer.
No.
But it was already cold, and we pulled them out of the coolers, which is why I was so confused. And they were like, "Would you like a glass of ice?"
They didn't ask.
They didn't ask.
They just gave.
Yep. Did I use them? Sure did.
Oh, yeah.
I think we've decided it's a status thing here, right? To not drink out of dirty bottles or whatever.
I think it's a little bit of status, but maybe it's also, like, for the older crowd. Like, I don't know if it's a hygienic thing, but if I had to guess, it's probably just status. Because they're really big on, like...
looking the part.
Yeah, they want to make sure that you know that they're doing well. Yeah. Like, that's just a thing here.
We can afford a second vessel for our beverage.
Sure can.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was a good choice. And then we walked our happy asses all the way down the road. I was buzzed.
Yes. Yes, you were.
And we were on Mission Totally Probable.
Yep.
So here in Korea, they have these posters of Brad Pitt.
Uh-huh.
And he's advertising these $2,000 coffee machines.
Yes.
Like household coffee machines that are supposed to, like, make at-home espresso or something.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, lattes and whatever, right? And so Jake and I found Brad Pitt, like, on a poster, and I swore up and down, like, it kind of looked like him, but it wasn't him. We ended up Googling, it is him.
Okay.
But every time I would see it, and I'd go back and forth and go, I can't decide if it's him or not. Like, it's like Brad Pitt, but, like, slightly off.
Okay.
And I think it's kind of, like, the way they stylized the photo, like, it... And I don't really keep tabs on what Brad Pitt looks like.
Oh, okay. All right, fair.
So, anyway... I was telling you about this when we were out, and I was like, we gotta find him. We gotta find this man. We gotta find Brad Pitt's poster. He's gotta be around somewhere, right? Because we were in a pretty, like, city area.
Yeah.
And so we were like, he's gotta be advertised on some bus stop somewhere.
Right.
So we were on Mission Totally Probable, and I have the bad news.
What was the bad news?
It turned into Mission Impossible because we did not find him.
Yeah, but that's okay. Like, I'm sure I'll see it at some point, and if I don't, you're probably gonna hunt it down on Google.
I'll find him for you.
Right.
One of these days. And then we went to this vegan bagel place where you did not purchase a bagel. Which was
I thought I was going to, and then, like, I saw the donuts, and I was like, oh, but I could donut instead.
Which I think was the move.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted that pizza.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it looked really good.
Well, I don't think it's going away anytime soon.
The place?
Yes.
Probably not. The pizza, gone.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think you want
Some
that
old
exact
man
same
came in there was like, that pizza? Mine.
That's my dinner.
But the man was really nice.
Yeah.
And
like, everything there was made with rice flour.
Yes.
Which was so interesting. I've never had a rice flour, like, donut before.
Right.
And it was really good, actually.
We have had them, Jake and I, at the place down the street that does the corn dogs.
Oh, yeah?
Because they do rice flour corn dogs and rice flour donuts, but I don't know what else is in them.
Ah.
Which is why I've never brought you.
Fair.
But they're very good.
Nice.
And they cover everything here in sugar.
Yeah.
Hot dog or corn dog covered in sugar.
Yeah.
So good.
It's
a cheese dog, actually. Cheesy corn dog covered in sugar. So good.
You're saying so many things. Like, I went to a vegan festival, and they had vegan corn dogs, and then they dunked it in sugar, and I was confused.
Yeah.
And you had to explain that was normal.
Yes, that's a very normal thing here.
And that was good, but there was no cheese element to mine,
Right.
so my brain can't right now with that.
So it's like, you got the hot dog.
Yeah.
Surrounded by, like, cheese like you would for a mozzarella stick.
Yeah.
And then the outer portion.
Yeah.
The corn portion. And then they would roll it in sugar. It was so good.
All right. Well, good.
Now you know.
Thanks.
Speaking of things that you now know.
Uh-huh.
You found out about the Mothman statue in Point Pleasant, West Virginia today.
Yep. Didn't know that was a thing. And I think I'd rather go back to when I didn't know it was a thing, because that was awful and terrifying. The only redeeming quality it had was the fact that it had butt cheeks, and that was it. Everything else was so scary about it.
I can't believe you didn't know that this was a thing.
When would I know this? I don't Google Mothman like you do.
Okay, that's fair. Like, I don't incessantly Google Mothman either, but I've Googled.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so there's that. If you've not seen the statue, I recommend you type into Google Mothman statue, Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
Or you could save yourself a nightmare and don't.
He's a big silver statue, and he's got chest hair
that look like worms.
Look like worms and big red glowing eyes. And if you don't know the story of Mothman, I'm sure we'll cover it in a watering hole sometime soon.
I guarantee that's going to be the next one when you come back.
Yep. I believe it.
That's right up your alley, honestly.
Cryptids, right up there. Speaking of cryptids, you're a Bigfoot denier.
Yeah. We established this already.
And your sister texted me. And formally apologized on your behalf.
Really?
For being a Bigfoot denier. Yeah. Did I not tell you that?
You know, it's information I now know, for sure.
Yeah, she straight up texted me after we talked about Bigfoot a few episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, wow, I'm so sorry.
I mean...
And do you want to know what my favorite thing is? Your husband also believes in Bigfoot.
You're kidding.
No.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, I'm confused at why my sister is a Bigfoot person.
I think
she's in the science community.
I think the term would be a Bigfoot believer, unless she herself is a Bigfoot person. Like half Sasquatch.
I cannot.
Are you half Sasquatch?
I cannot confirm or deny.
Are you?
If I'm related to half Sasquatch.
Real talk, would it be on your mom's side or your dad's side?
Oh. Not my mother's.
I didn't think so. Oh, God.
Because I assume Bigfoot, one, has big feet, but also is tall.
Yeah.
My mother is tall. The rest of her family, not. Not at all. They're so small. The polars. They're just so small. They're like teeny people.
Good for them. Oh my god, speaking of Bigfoot, Jake and I watched the movie Smallfoot the other day with Channing Tatum and Zendaya and who's the British talk show host?
There's so many.
James Corden.
Oh, okay.
Where it's basically reverse Bigfoot, where it's like people, like in the Bigfoot community, like small feet, which are people, are like mythical. It's a really silly kids movie, and it was actually really good, except James Corden was in it, and I have a hard time listening to him for extended periods of time, but he plays one of the people.
Oh, the Smallfoot people?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Channing Tatum plays the Bigfoot, like the main Bigfoot.
Well, I would be concerned if it
and
was
his
Zendaya.
love interest was Zendaya.
Oh. Oh.
Who is also a Bigfoot person.
I don't...
Here, let me look this up for you so you can get a visual of what this movie looks like. It's really cute.
That's really not what's throwing me. What's throwing me is the fact that Zendaya is much younger than Channing Tatum, methinks. And it's just hard to imagine it. Oh, it's animated. You didn't say that.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't tell me that at all.
Yeah, it's animated. I thought that was
clear. Because you said children's?
Yeah.
Okay, well that makes it much more...
Oh, and LeBron James is in it, and so is Danny DeVito and Common the rapper.
Because that's what we needed, that combination right there.
I know. It was decently cute. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay. I'm happy
Steven would get a kick out of it.
I guarantee he would.
No pun intended with the...
Kick? Because it's Bigfoot?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh my. You know we haven't actually talked about last week's question, right?
Oh my god!
You just went straight in.
And it's one of the most important questions we've ever asked ever.
We're going to answer it halfway through.
Yes. Would you rather have Sam Beckett leap into you to fix your life or leap into one of your loved ones to fix their life?
I want to know your answer first.
Oh, I'm outie. I will see you in a week and a half when Sam fixes my life. Sam is going to leap into me, and I'm going to go sit in the waiting room, and Dr. Beeks is going to come down and talk to me, and maybe I'll see Al. But I'm gone. I'm outie.
I think I would rather it be someone else.
That sounds right.
Because the not knowing would freak me out. And I would just constantly be like, okay, is he done yet? Is he done yet? What is he doing? What is he doing now? What is he doing now?
You don't know when you're in the waiting room.
Well, she's got to explain something.
Yeah.
So, clearly, she's going to give me some idea about what's going on.
Also,
I'm going to keep asking until she tells me.
And, like, when you're in the waiting room, like, they'll come and ask you questions about your life if they can't find it in a database somewhere.
So they're just going to randomly come up to me and be like, what was the name of your first dog? And I'm just going to tell them?
Yeah, you're going to.
And I'm not going to ask questions?
Well, you're going to ask some questions.
And I'm not going to be freaked out?
No, you will.
Yeah, so
you will.
I'm going to go with I can't handle that. But Steven might.
Joke's on us, it's going to be me. I'm outie. And Sam is going to sit down and make a podcast with you, and it's going to be so bad.
Oh my God. No, I don't need that. Please don't get snatched by Sam and Beeks and whatever the people are.
No promises.
No.
Anyway, I'm so glad that was the answer to that question. I had a great time with that.
Good. I'm so happy.
Getting to talk about Quantum Leap for extended periods of time just brings me great joy.
I'm so happy for you.
Speaking of things that bring me great joy.
Uh-huh.
I'm leaving in 2 days.
You are.
To go to the States.
You are.
I'm flying first class.
Which I can't imagine how that's gonna be because I've never done it.
It's gonna be like a bed in the sky.
You're gonna have to tell me all about that and if it's worth it.
I will.
Because you're not spending what you would normally spend.
Oh God, no.
But
for curiosity's sake, I'm gonna Google what a first class ticket would like. I'm gonna get on
so
the
that
app.
You can look at me dead in the eye and say it's worth it.
Or it's not. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna book a flight. Let's say.
Okay.
Regular to San Francisco. One traveler, first class. Oh, I have to select a return date.
That's important.
Meh. Let's do that.
It's fine. You're just going to San Francisco and then coming right back to this country for a week. Thank you for choosing.
Okay. They're not cheap.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
They get up to be 15 grand.
I don't know what they're giving you, but that ain't worth it.
I'm spending less than $200.
Thank God.
On my ticket because
Thank God, dude.
I'm getting to use flight benefits, and I'm very, very grateful for that. But
yeah. It's also giving you a certain amount of anxiety, isn't it?
Oh my God, I'm so scared. I booked my ticket yesterday.
And you're supposed to fly out in
on Friday.
2 days.
Yeah. Yeah, I booked my ticket on a Tuesday and I fly out that Friday, which is spookus, but I'm okay. We're doing okay. I'm living.
Yeah. Just one hour at a time.
Yep. Packed, sort of.
Mostly. I would say you're 89% there.
Yeah.
It's just the last
I haven't put socks and underwear in that bag yet, and I should do that.
That's 10%.
That really is.
Yeah. But you're gonna do all sorts of stuff, right? Tell me the things that you're planning on doing.
So I'm flying home to see my mom and my friends and stuff in Colorado, and then I'm flying out to Pennsylvania to see my best friend, and we are getting tattoos. We're going to 2 concerts. I'm apparently going to figure out what a Wawa is, like the gas station. Apparently gas station culture is really big over there.
Over...
On the East Coast.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Wawa. Never heard of ya.
Right? And I'm like, if it's not a come and go, I don't want it. Except now they're changing the name of the come and go.
Thank God.
It used to be KUM,
Uh-huh.
the ampersands, and then GO, come and go.
And now it's...
I have no idea.
Oh, all right.
I'm a Flying J girly at heart, though. If I get to pick my gas station, it's a Flying J.
Why?
I love the Flying J.
Why?
It's a truck stop.
Uh-huh.
So it's huge.
Uh-huh.
They have anything you could ever want in there.
Okay.
They're always impeccably clean.
Okay.
Like, if you really want to, you can rent the showers there and take a shower. You know, it's a truck stop.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's great. I fucking love the Flying J.
Okay, well, I can't say I've ever stopped at a Flying J before.
That's okay.
Like, Casey's is fine.
Yeah.
There's nothing... I don't think I've ever been in a gas station and said, wow, this is unbearable, I can't stand it. Because, yeah, sure, they're not great sometimes.
Once or twice, maybe.
But I'm only there to get a candy bar. Like, I'm not there to do anything wild.
That's fair. Oh, the Flying J's usually have, like, a restaurant attached, like a Denny's or something, so you can actually sit down and have a meal.
Okay. Oh, maybe I did go to one, but I was just there for the Denny's.
Mood. Oh my god. Okay.
But
so
that's good that you're going and visiting.
And then I get to go see my in-laws.
Okay.
I'm flying from Pennsylvania to North Dakota to see my in-laws.
Sweet.
And aunts and uncles and that sort of thing.
Have you seen them without Jake before?
No.
Okay, so this will be like the first time.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm so excited, but I'm worried I'm gonna run out of things to talk about.
Oh no. I think you're gonna be
And we're
fine.
just gonna sit in silence for
I mean, what's
some time.
Okay, never mind. Wrong audience. Never mind.
I hate sitting in silence.
Yeah, I was about to say what's wrong with a little silence, but you hate it, so
much.
never mind.
Everything is wrong with that.
Just, when in doubt, talk about your cats.
That's
Because you can.
that I can do. And then I think I'm flying back to Denver
Okay.
to see more family, more friends, and then flying from Denver to, because like with the flying standby stuff, like if I don't get on a flight, I have to like hang out in whatever city I'm in, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to like fly to Minneapolis
Right.
and just like have to stay in a hotel. I'm going to fly to Denver and then like go home if I can't get on a plane.
That makes sense.
And then have some time to see some people and then fly back.
Great.
It's exciting stuff.
It really is. I'm excited for you.
Yes. Okay. This is going to be a shift, but Jake asked me to tell this story on the podcast because he thinks it's really, really funny.
Okay.
Maybe we were living in Korea when I found this out. So maybe our first year living in Korea.
Okay.
I followed this guy on Instagram because he makes pottery.
Okay.
And he makes like artisanal like joint rolling trays and like ashtrays. Like that's where he started, was like ashtrays. Like these really fancy like smoking decor situations.
Okay.
And I should preface, I don't smoke, but I just thought it was so cool to watch because he'll like do videos of him like making them like on the wheel.
Okay.
Like on the pottery wheel and stuff. And I was like, that is so cool. So I followed this guy and I'm like, I've literally never heard of this guy, but he's got like 50K followers or something on Instagram. I'm like, this is a famous dude for his pottery. I'm going to follow him because I want to know when people are in the know, right?
Uh-huh. I want to be up with the times.
I do. I want to know who's like the cool artists right now.
You're hip.
I'm hip. I'm not. Clearly by this story. And so after I've been following him for like a week, he comes back up on my For You page and I'm sitting next to Jake and I'm like, oh my God, look, it's the guy I was telling you about, the potter who makes artisanal rolling trays. And I turn the phone and he looks at me and he's like, is that Seth Rogen? I'm like, you know Seth Rogen? I didn't think you knew art. And he's like, dude, that's the Seth Rogen. And I'm like, yeah, the potter. He's like, no. the actor. And I'm like, he's an actor? different guy, right? And he's like, no, dude, that's Seth Rogen. And so I look him up, and his whole IMDb, and it's just pages.
Yeah.
And pages.
Yeah. He's been in so much. It's insane.
Okay, we're going to look him up really quick because...
He's a Potter second to the rest of the world. And they now know that he's a Potter. Now. Not before.
Okay, we're going to go through these, and I'm just going to tell you if I've seen them.
Okay.
Um...
It's a lot of stupid comedy
I've never
movies.
seen Superbad, no. Neighbors, no. This Is the End, no. Knocked Up, no. Pineapple Express, no. The Interview, no. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, no. Long Shot, no. Sausage Party. I saw it maybe 6 months after I found this out.
His face wasn't actually in it anyway, so it doesn't
I saw
matter.
that one 6 months after this was out. You and I, we watched Super Mario, but that's
you fell
recent.
asleep.
I did. I was out. The 40-Year-Old Virgin, no, because I don't like what's his name. Dumb Money, no. The Green Hornet, no. Like, I've never... Donnie Darko, I've heard of that. I don't know what it is.
Oh, child. Oh, sweet summer child.
Like, just looking through these things. Oh my god, he was in Horton Hears a Who?
It's animated, so you
love
wouldn't have seen his
Horton
face.
Hears a Who. Who does he play in Horton Hears a Who? Morton! Oh my god!
You're having a whole moment right now.
Oh my god, Steve Carell? I don't even like him.
But it's just as
And Jim Carrey! And Will Arnett. Oh my god. Carol Burnett! Okay, Jonah Hill, I did not know a single person in this movie, and I love this movie. Granted, the last time I watched this movie, I watched it entirely in Spanish.
Oh, I wasn't ready for that information. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So you've just not seen any of his stuff that isn't an animated thing.
like, I did see Pam and Tommy.
Okay.
However, I saw it after I found out about...
Gotcha.
about this, and I remember sitting there going, oh my god,
Okay, but like,
it's the Potter.
haven't you ever like just like when you see celebrity things or you're watching TV or whatever, you just never seen his face? You've never seen him
Like-
talk or do anything like an interview or anything?
Not really, no. I thought he was a Potter.
I have news for you. He's not just a Potter.
Who's he married to?
I don't know. Maybe he's not married. You don't know.
Lauren Miller
Oh, well, he's married.
is an actress. She looks familiar.
Okay. I don't
Watch,
know.
I'm gonna know what she's been in, but not.
I don't know her at all.
Nope, nothing that I recognize.
I
But-
mean, anyway.
Anyway, I just thought y'all might get a kick out of that.
Just the fact that you didn't know.
And I'm out here going, the Potter! And then
No, not the Potter.
it's like, no, that's the actor! And I'm like, I mean, I
Jesus.
guess.
I don't know how you were able to escape all of that. To where you can literally look at me and say, I had no idea.
I had no idea.
That I believe
None.
you. I believe you 100% because I can see it in your eyes. But that is disturbing. I'm pretty sure my grandparents know who Seth Rogen is.
Will you ask them?
No.
Aw.
Why would I?
Because that could be the question of the week.
Do your grandparents know
No,
Seth Rogen?
I'd ask my grandparents, but they're on a cruise.
You can still ask them.
They won't answer.
That's okay. You can ask them later.
Okay, I'll ask them eventually. We'll get back to that
Yeah.
at some point.
Doesn't have to be right this second.
And because we haven't done a hot person of the week in a while, I asked my husband, who I've been talking a lot about this week.
Uh-huh.
I said Jan Amm.
Don't you mean Jan Amm?
Jan Amm. We told the Jan Amm story, right?
I don't know. Also, you put Jan.
Jan Amm.
Who's Jan Amm?
I don't know. I really don't.
Oh, Jan. Hot. Hot stuff. Oh, no.
Jan Amm and Brad Pitt in his 200K coffee machine.
Is it 200K or 2K?
Oh, 2K.
God.
2K. It's $2,000 coffee machines in Jan Amm. Oh my god. Did we tell the Jan Amm story?
I don't know. Just in case.
So, Jake insists it was him, and I thought it was Steven.
What?
When I mentioned John Hamm, and they were like, how do you spell that? And I said, John, without the, it's just how it sounds. John without the H, 2 M's. And so either, I don't know.
It was my husband.
It was yours? Okay,
Yeah.
Jake insists it was him. And he spelled it JOHNAMM. John Amm.
So, now he's forever.
John Amm.
No.
It's Jan Amm now. Well, thank you for tuning in this week. I guess we need to leave you with a question.
If you could have somebody misrepresent your name.
What would you want it to be in? Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
What's the best way to misrepresent your name? I'm good with that.
Oh, my God. Jan Amm, everybody.
Jan Amm. Let's hear it for Jan Amm. All right. See you next week. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.